So, Todd, you say white and gold, correct?
100%.
Okay, I say white and gold, too. We need to start with every guest we have on today.
Who's on the marquee today?
We got Kurt Heelan, Pro Basketball Talk. And we got Joe Adkins. Kurt Heelan, by the way, 10-10. Joe Adkins at 11:25 today. We're going to play the feud a little bit later. And now, Andrew Gilman, we saved the best for first.
Oh, thanks, guys. That's quite a greeting. Appreciate it.
So white and gold or blue and black?
I got to tell you, I'm team blue and black.
Wow.
I will say this.
That means you have no soul.
I'm not sure that we're all seeing the same thing.
I said that to Todd. I think we're seeing different images.
I think we're seeing listen. We can't get 10% of the population roughly to vote for the things that are important, but everybody's weighing in on this, which is good. It was a big day yesterday on Twitter with the llamas and the
It was. It broke the internet.
I didn't know where to go to find the original picture. I was concerned I wasn't seeing the original one. Now I saw, maybe you tweeted out a picture or this guy or that guy, and I'm not sure that I was seeing the same one each time. Because at first I saw white and gold, like you said, but then I saw the blue and black. So
Oh, wait a minute! You saw white and gold first?
Yes.
Well, then I got to put you down for white and gold.
But I changed my mind. The next couple times I saw blue and black.
Huh.
I know. Let's get to the bottom of this, can we?
The one thing I will say is I did see the same picture as Mike Steely, and I said white and gold, and he said blue and black. We're looking at the same photo.
At the same time?
At the same time, yes.
Having a couple cold beers, watching the game or something?
Yeah, we were. That's actually, Steely and I get together usually once a week, and we compare dress colors.
Well, I mean, if you're not going to do it with him, who would you do it with? So that's a good point.
You realize we're on pace to mention the dress.
I do love on pace
122 times this show.
I love on pace guy. There's always that guy on Twitter. And you know what's funny about on pace guy? He's actually got a purpose because Russell Westbrook starts every game now on pace for a triple-double. Like a tip-off. He's on triple-double watch, didn't he?
Yeah. No, he is.
That's my segue to sports.
Well, I'm not ready to go there yet.
Okay.
All right,
on to more important things, real quick.
Yeah, on to more important things.
Todd is an international superstar. He's well-versed in Italian cuisine, Asian-made vehicles, and European soccer. Excuse me, football. But management frowns upon Todd's soccer talk. Screw it. Let's sneak in some real quick. Here's 10 seconds of soccer with Todd Lisenbee. Starting now.
Big weekend, Capital One Cup final, Tottenham and Chelsea. Andrew Gilman, who you got and why?
I'm not thrilled about it. Don't like Tottenham's chances. Lost yesterday in the Europa final, probably lose to Chelsea 3-0.
Wow.
That was 10 seconds of soccer.
I have no idea what you said, but you finished it.
Todd got it.
Got it all. He said, I have no idea.
No. The 10 seconds is over.
Probably
it's
Chelsea
over.
3-0.
You leave it alone. You just leave it alone.
Okay. Well,
on to more impressing things.
Yes.
Why is the llama not a more popular animal?
I don't know. Listen, I turned on the internet, and there's all sorts of talk about stuff that I don't know what's going on. I'm scrambling around. I never saw the actual video as it was happening. I just saw still shots of it. I saw that the black one was in custody, the white one was on the loose, and then Fox News reported this or that. So, it's all political. Just craziness.
All right. I guess we can talk about the Thunder.
What
now.
two Thunder players running amok around downtown would create the buzz that the two llamas did?
Interesting that you mentioned that, Todd, because I was trying to think of like a Thunder joke, and then it became too clunky, and then I thought, if I have to try this hard,
I can totally picture you trying to craft this tweet.
I was trying to grind out one back.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand that about 89% of my jokes aren't that great to start with, but if I'm forcing one, it's really not good.
Because my money's on Mitch McGarry and
let's be honest. Let's
really
be honest.
Someone else.
Well,
just anybody else.
Let's be honest. If this were a year ago at this time, I'm all in with Hasheem to beat.
The beat would be one, but now Reggie Jackson will be complaining that he's not on the loose or something like that. That's sort of what I was thinking. See, that's not bad, but it was too clunky on Twitter. I didn't know.
If you go Hasheem to beat, like last year for me, it would have been like Hasheem to beat
and Robert Swift.
Maybe Robert Swift. That would have been
I think
good.
he was gone by last year. If I my
Yeah,
memory
I
serves.
think he
He'd
was
have been
gone.
carrying a small arsenal with him also.
All right. So Todd and I got into this a little bit yesterday. Do you are you in agreement that Russell Westbrook is not going to be the same player when Kevin Durant returns?
I don't know about that, but let's talk about me for a second. I wrote about what Russell Westbrook late night, early morning, and I feel like among sort of in that conversation, but I think tonight's a pretty important game for Westbrook because is he going to be the guy that sort of works other people into the scoring? And I know he's assisting and everything like that, and he had a triple-double, so it's hard to complain about the game, but I thought he tried to take on too much last night. He was great, but it was not a step forward. And I think tonight, after a loss, after he's played so well, what kind of player is he going to be? I think that's something to watch for anyway.
Well, did you think something was a muck last night?
I don't know. Not a muck, but, Ibaka didn't make some shots early. Obviously, they had a lot of trouble scoring in the first quarter. And I felt like, and great players do this, so it's not necessarily a bad thing, but he felt like he had to do everything. That's the way it appeared to me, okay? That's the way it appeared because not everybody else was really chipping in like they had in the previous games. Now Phoenix is probably better than Denver and these other scrubs that they've been running over, but I felt like he didn't need to do as much as he appeared to try to do. And tonight, if he does that again, it's just not going to work against Portland because they're better.
Andrew Gilman with us on 107.7 The Franchise. All right, I have a stat here. I stole this. I'm going to give credit after the fact.
Okay.
But anybody want to guess what the Thunder's record is this season when Russell Westbrook takes 5 or more threes?
I saw that. It's like 1-8 or 1-9 or something.
1-9.
Yeah, I saw that.
Holy moly.
Which sort of goes to my point. And which maybe he doesn't do that when Durant comes back, to answer your question. I don't think he does that. But when he feels like he has to take over, he just sort of becomes a little bit too loose. You know what I mean? And that means shooting earlier. Taking worse shots. And he took bad shots last night. He took a lot of bad shots.
Basically,
by the way,
Russell
Andrew
Westbrook-
Gilman, I'm not Andrew Gilman. You didn't. Sorry, no credit for you. Anthony Slater gets credit for that stat.
I'd like credit for breathing, though. If you could give me some credit along the way for that, I want credit for anything I could possibly get credit.
Look, we always love Andrew Gilman here on 107.7 The Franchise.
We love him breathing.
On 107.7 The Franchise. Now the question I posed to Zach yesterday, do you feel like, it's a two-part question here, do you feel like, A, Russell Westbrook is better as a player when he is the focal point of a team, and B, do you feel like down the road Russell Westbrook may decide, and I'm not trying to stir up controversy,
oh boy,
but may decide I'd be better if I pulled the James Harden move and went somewhere and let them build around me by myself?
To answer the second part first, I don't think he's going to think that way because everyone, including James Harden, but Russell Westbrook will get max money when it comes to be, and James Harden just didn't. But I think everyone benefits from being around Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook is better when Kevin Durant is on the floor, and Kevin Durant, conversely, is better when Russell Westbrook is on the floor. I don't think he has to be anything different. But I don't think he has to be the focal point of the offense either. It's just worked out that way in February because Durant has been, sort of hit and miss in the games that he's played. More miss than hit, too.
Andrew and me and you, Todd, are all going to be doing a FanDuel project beginning Monday.
It's going to be fun. Heard about that.
I'm very excited. We're going to be we're partnering up with FanDuel. We're going to be hosting our own NBA daily fantasy league on FanDuel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we want the listeners to come in and play with us. And we're going to.
So does that mean, Zach, that we can trash talk strangers over the internet and Twitter? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it's exactly what it means.
You act like that's something new.
Yeah.
No, but we can do it under the guise of FanDuel and fantasy sports.
Oh, I see.
Trolling,
Not instead of just straight trolling. Yes.
Well, like I'm saying, I commented on the llamas. I commented on the dress. I got worked up about all sorts of stuff from strangers on the internet, basically because I have nothing else going on in my life. So I'm looking forward to something else distracting.
Andrew, we have you on Friday, so I think you'd be okay with this. Jeremy on Twitter says, I think that one Friday a month, 10 seconds of soccer should get 2 minutes of extra time.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, you have to have time added on, Zach.
You especially coming down the stretch. We're talking about March. We're talking about Champions
Stoppage
League.
time.
Lot to get to at stoppage time. You got to press forward.
Well, let me think. All right. Let's think this. No. All right. See you later, Andrew.
Well, you can park the bus after I'm gone, Zach. Todd will tell you what that means. See ya.